1, 5. And immediately you start off with creating an echo. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's great to have you all here with us. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try something different to keep the dot working, hopefully more consistently today. Get this going, and then I will get to greeting everybody. And of course it doesn't want to work on the first try, but it's great to see everyone. Welcome in to the stream. We're currently sitting in Oklahoma City. We're about to head north up near Caldwell, Kansas. I believe we might be meeting up with Connor up there today, so if he's still planning on going that direction. But awesome. These have been sitting here for an hour. Okay, so that Wi-Fi thing ain't gonna want to go now. You insist on looking ridiculous for the camera. There's always something on the startup that doesn't want to work right. In this case, it was just bad timing because my car timer ran out and wanted to turn off automatically. But we're going to get moving here in just a second. But welcome in, everybody. It's great to see you. Ruth, Lisa, Barb Mac, Lexa, Amar, Laura, Blackpage, Jim, Lisa, Ines, I'm sorry, I'm probably still... Ines. Madison, if I didn't say your name already. Steph, Bill, good to see you. Crystal, Ron, Carol, what's up? Leighton, great to see everybody. We're going to get moving here. We have a 2-hour drive ahead of us. We wanted to stay in OKC till we started the stream so that we could have some sort of movement. But as you can see, we fixed the mount up top. So we now have a PTZ cam. Should be able to get it. So if you haven't already, we would appreciate it if you smash that like button for us. We started the stream at 100 likes, which is awesome. So let's just see how quickly we can run it up to 200, 300, and so forth. But stopped and had Chick-fil-A. It's the first time I've had Chick-fil-A in a year or two. Awesome.
There's really nothing in it.
Except for crumbs that are going to fall out.
What up,
Wrap it up and crumple it up, because you already just spilled a bunch of crumbs on the bed back there.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, like 4. I like that Verizon stuff. I'm trapped.
Yep, on the road again indeed. So today we do have an enhanced risk. For those of you that aren't members and may not be familiar with what's going on today, we do have an enhanced risk. It's a wind-driven enhanced. The SPC downgraded us from a 5% to a 2% for today.
I don't know why.
But Garrett thinks that it's still 5% worthy. There's still a chance that we could see a tornado today. Question mark? Oh, wait, no, that's not where I need to go.
You're going north.
Yeah, I just was about to turn one lane too soon. But this camera, the rear camera's cleaned off, although I never got around to, I should have done this yesterday, but I never put tape around it, so it very well could fill up with water again today. Yes, we were at 100 likes before the stream even started, and we're closing in on 200 already, so thank you guys for that.
Cynthia's in Oklahoma.
But as you can tell right now, we've just got mainly clear skies, but this is likely going to aid in the daytime heating and building that instability that we need. According to SPC mesoanalysis that Garrett and I were looking at, or that Garrett was looking at and was showing me earlier, looks like our significant tornado parameter and supercell composite is going to go up within the next couple hours, basically in our target area, maybe just east of our target area. So should be an interesting day, hopefully. But we just got to get on the road. Our ETA for Caldwell, Kansas, or at least that area around there, is 4:30. So we have a 2-hour drive ahead of us. Do see a little bit more cloud cover up north. You guys can see right there.
Or faded showers.
Yeah, we had a couple brief little rain showers.
We're already in the 65 dew point. That's higher than what was forecasted.
Dew point's higher than forecasted.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I think so.
You sure?
That's why I said I think so. $136 miles to Caldwell.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those days.
Tacomas. What's that car in the back? Is that a RAV4?
Yep. Looks like we got a truckload of new Toyotas in front of us. Might have to steal one for the chase.
He's trying to get over too.
Alright, Toyota man, I'll let you over. I don't know what you need to get over for, but...
Oh.
Come on, bro. Keep going, then go.
Never mind, I think you're good. I think he has a blinker on or something.
Okay, yeah, he just probably forgot he had it on.
A lot of tornado history in this city.
As far as I know, Doug's not in chat.
He was.
Bill.
He was a few minutes ago.
Okay, I haven't seen his name either, so I was gonna say maybe he's just not in chat, but either way. Yep, closing in on that 200 like mark quickly. There's more folks out today, so we're going to be finding the algorithm a little bit more than we have in past days. And I still think that overall weather content is of low interest by the general public right now. So, as much hope as we can get in terms of people smashing the like button, sharing the stream, hitting the subscribe button. Managed to hold on to 30.2 thousand subs throughout yesterday. Looks like we do have southerlies, so that'll make the drive up easier. No worries, Doug. I just didn't know if you were in chat at all. Some people were mentioning your name. Chappie, what's up? What?
The comments? I'm talking about likes or something like that?
that's not my comment though.
Then why did I get it on as a reply?
I have no idea, but look. My name's not any of those three, so I didn't know why you were showing that to me.
Oh no, they're replies to you.
No, they're not. I commented up there, but there's no replies to it.
Oh.
And I was like, what are you showing? Got a work zone ahead. Roland, what's up? $200 likes hit, progressing our way towards 300. Shooting for at least 1,000 likes today, if not more. Hopefully we can get to about 1,500. Looks like we're going to be fighting traffic up here. Traffic's slowing up quite quickly. This will probably add to our ETA a little bit because, yeah, there's an accident up here a couple miles in front of us, it appears. A lot of traffic rolling through OKC.
Okay, I can do that. Let me get my radar on. We're on Starlink?
Oh, we're on all four. But apparently all four lost connection under that bridge. No, we're back now, we're good. Stuck in the traffic. Sorry, I'm trying to get a poll question up.
They want me to do radar, so I'm gonna borrow this.
Have at it.
Alright, guys. Turn my volume, my screenage up a little bit on that. Well, starting off the day, we got a severe thunderstorm up in far northeastern Colorado, or New Mexico, excuse me. The town of Clayton is doing some quarter-sized hail behind the front, so that's a little surprising. But you guys can tell that the front dry line, the road's a little bumpy, so sorry about that. But the dry line features right here, and then we've got our cold front extending across a portion of the Texas Panhandle here. The day one newest update from the SPC on this, but we do have an enhanced risk in the orange, so just south of Wichita. It goes all the way just outside of Amarillo and just north of Oklahoma City here. But a tornado threat is largely, even though they have it, you know, kind of in that zone that I just circled, I believe the highest tornado threat is largely going to be hanging around this corridor in here this evening along some sort of a differential heating boundary. And I'll show you the graphics. So this is, the green is generally telling you there's a 2%. If there's a 5%, which there was this morning, it was in this zone as well. It would be in brown. And then our wind threat's obviously 30 hatch, so there's definitely potential for 75 plus mile-an-hour wind gusts anywhere in the 30 hatch zone, or at least a greater than 10% chance. They did add in the afternoon package a hatched hail threat here, so generally this area in the hatch zone is favored for hail 2 inch or greater, pretty much from near Woodward all the way up to just outside of Wichita, and anywhere surrounding that could see up to golf balls, but the hatch zone is favored for larger than golf balls, probably up to about tennis balls, which is 2.5 inches in diameter. And then let's go through really quickly the evolution of today. Per the 18Z newest run. So it does start to fire storms along the dry line in the Texas Panhandle about 4 o'clock-ish. Those storms kind of sit there, but look towards our north. Look at what we get here. Towards about 5, 6 o'clock, we have, it's trying to pick up, it's in showing consistently 2 supercells, one along the Kansas-Oklahoma border and one near Great Bend, Kansas, along that differential heating boundary up there. This is the one that we're going to be concerned with in terms of the tornado potential. You can see kind of as we progress through the evening, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, it still is, it's right there. So it's a little, like, it's a little messy at times, but that's our supercell. There's also the chance that the other storm up north comes into the northern Wichita metro by 8 o'clock or so this evening. And then you guys notice back to the west, this we get a bunch of thunderstorms that decide to build up here across western Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. Again, those would be causing a bunch of all hazards potential, mostly though dominating with a wind and hail threat up to about golf balls possible, and up, and then but the wind threat is a 30 hatch, so you need a chance that those things could be gusting 75 plus in some of the strongest updrafts going on. Our storm continues to move off to the east, then it gets lost in all this convection. So then it looks like it'll be a pretty soggy night across the state of Oklahoma. And then, as we can see tomorrow, we could take a quick analysis look at tomorrow. This is going to throw a wrench into what tomorrow could bring. Whatever forms in the Texas Panhandle this tonight, look at that cold front as it sweeps across, barrels down the Dallas-Fort Worth metro by late morning tomorrow, possibly early afternoon. But, I mean, look at that.
So depending on our schedule, because it's going to be probably a pretty late night, because we're going to try and bail south to get onto the stuff in Texas tomorrow. Depending on how far south I can get us, and it also depends on how far or how late we chase tonight, we may get into some of that depending on the timing of that, if that's not going to cross through till late morning. So that may warrant like a late night stream, early morning stream, something like that. So just wanted to put that out there.
And then areas that have been receiving torrential rain, this is going to come down on you. Very sufficient rainfall rates with those dew points in the low 70s. What?
What?
Serious?
No.
But I mean, look at those. Look at that DBZ values showing up in the blues. That's greater than 70. There definitely could be some hail in here, mixing in here. So I believe the SPC did extend that 15 hatch hail threat. I'll look at that with you guys in a minute. All the way across into portions of southeast Texas, which, if you look at these, this makes sense for that. However, I would not be surprised if they throw a 30 hatch wind threat in here, given this the look of that line as it comes out from pretty much from Fort Worth, south and east here. So, I mean, I know Roland the other day that his area has received 25.25 inches of rain in the last, a week or something like that, a week and a half.
I don't remember the timeline, but I remember it was 25.2.
So, I mean, this is just going to exacerbate those floods down, or the rivers and streams down here. And then we look off to the west along our dry line, and we do see supercells that break off tomorrow afternoon around Midland, maybe Pecos again. We were last week. There is potential that these storms could be long track supercells as well. But we'll have to see, because models have been all over the place on the placement of those storms, whether they are more towards San Angelo and Abilene, or they can be more towards Pecos, Fort Stockton, Midland. And then the storms will eventually make their way to Mississippi, and then we have a day 3 hatch hail threat from Alexandria to Jackson.
We'll be chasing all of these setups, by the way. So we're chasing today, tomorrow, and Friday. Events have already been scheduled for Thursday and Friday.
Right. Quick, just to look at some composites. I'll show you guys some numbers in terms of meso analysis, maybe. That way you don't have to be looking at the road for very long if you guys don't want to be doing that. But I mean, you guys see the Supercell composite kind of just peaks around southern Kansas, northern Oklahoma this evening. Ponca City, Pawnee, Arkansas City, and then it kind of dies off this evening. Picks up tomorrow. Does pick up quite a bit around College Station tomorrow afternoon. So that, if that actually holds, that shows a better chance for supercell or composites numbers in southeast Texas versus west Texas.
Yeah, this road sucks.
So that could definitely factor more data permitting into what can happen with where we end up going tomorrow. But just wanted to throw that out there a little bit. And then we'll look at the day 2. So you guys can see we got a very large slide risk pretty much on far southeast New Mexico all the way to about Gulfport, Mississippi. But the hatch zone for hail pretty much from College Station west all the way back towards far southeastern New Mexico. And then the wind threat, I don't know if they have a hatch in here. They do not have a hatch wind threat yet. But that encompasses Midland all the way to Gulfport, pretty much. And then our day 3, largely, I mean, the marginal risk at the moment encompasses, Houston, Louisville down to nearly Tallahassee. But the slight risk right now at the moment is most of Louisiana, a good chunk of Mississippi, and western Alabama. However, I would not be surprised to see this in later outlooks be expanded northward here to include some of Tennessee as well here. And there might be a marginal get added up to the northern plains here in later outlooks as well. But at the moment, on day 3, we do have a hatch threat for hail. Pretty much like I was mentioning to you earlier, that includes Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Hattiesburg, Jackson. Not quite Meridian, but close. But this will very likely be adjusted in later outlooks, depending on model variability here. So, and then speaking of today, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch across South Carolina and a good portion of southern and maybe southeastern North Carolina here.
That's awesome, Carol. Thanks for repping the merch.
And then a severe thunderstorm watch that's getting ready to expire across the state of Florida here. Includes Orlando, Cape Canaveral, Daytona Beach. That should be expiring as the storms are making their way offshore. So in the short term, the threat will at least be across the Carolinas, but the long-term risk will be back towards where we are in the southern plains. And then I'll look at meso analysis for you guys here. And then I'll look at questions here. Oh, we did get an update. Let's see what they do here. Did they no, although they added a tiny 2% in Minnesota.
It's 2% everywhere.
Look at that, we got 4 2% right now still out. Across a good chunk of central Florida, across the Carolinas, where we are in the southern plains, and across the northern plains in Minnesota. So, thought that'll be intriguing for you guys. And mesoanalysis is pretty much taking the environmental factors, looking at a lot of closer data in how the environment is performing today. So we got our Supercell composites. As we can tell as you go late in the afternoon, look at that. You can see where that storm forms on the Kansas-Oklahoma border. Supercell composite of 20 is now being shown up here by the RAP analysis. The rapid, pretty much just like a rapid analysis model that we all use to look at environmental factors for supercell thunderstorms. Look at that, 20 being lit up across far northern Oklahoma, maybe even far southern Kansas there, and then 16, 12, and 8 surround that. So that's a good sign for our storm here. With less values surrounding that. Now look at significant tornado parameter. See how that changed earlier. But yeah, see it increased a tiny bit. It went up to a 3 up here, up north. So we'll have to continue to follow that storm and monitor and see how this progresses throughout the evening. Sometimes we can get mesoscale factors that play into it. Look at our Cape numbers. The sin is starting to become more eroded. So it's getting eroded. With the daytime heating, more daytime heating. The instability is fairly favorable here, 3,000, 3,500. It increases to about 4,000 once that storm gets going. There does show some sin around the area, but I don't think sin is going to be a problem today. Especially since we have a little shortwave making its way across southwestern Kansas. So we'll be getting some ascent, lift from that system as well. our dew points are doing fairly well today. I'd say that. Dew points are doing pretty dang good. So you can see 60s in the dark green, 50s in the lighter green shades. Also, what's in red is mid-level lapse rates. And generally we need those. Usually favor more than 7.5 usually provide supercell storms with very large hail threat, and we're above that. There's a 9 showing up in western Oklahoma. There's an 8 showing up across a good chunk of central and northern Oklahoma, so we're in a good terms for that. The only thing that's again questionable is very deep moisture. We have good moisture, but it's not excellent moisture, and our low-level jet does not kick in until sunset, which is what fuels these tornadic storms out here. So we'll have to see how long that storm can remain isolated before the other messy junk can catch up to it. I'm probably done boarding you guys with all that, so or like I said, I probably boarded you all with that data here. Let's see if there are any questions that are in the chat about that.
Time for questions is now, folks.
Yes, Bill, we'll be out for hurricane season.
Planning on
it. You were boarded? I'm kind of thinking what I was saying there for a second.
The term would be, hopefully I'm not boring.
I know I'm boring you guys. That's what I was looking for that term. Surprised again to see a day 3 or a day 2 enhanced tomorrow. I'll have to see how everything handles it, how the day evolves. They did, though. I will show you this. They did expand that 5% tomorrow, so it's not just over West Texas anymore. It goes across a good chunk of state of Texas now. There's also a 2% up across southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, for the remnant MCV mesoscale convective vortex that kind of makes its way across into this region tomorrow. The mid Mississippi Valley, given the little bit of extra spin it could do up there, there's a 2% there. But 5% chance of seeing a tornado within 25 miles of any point between Midland and just north of New Orleans. That's a pretty wide 5%. Includes some big towns too in between there, like Austin, Waco, Lufkin, Roland. I believe you're in that 5% as well. We'll see how that evolves. Yes, you gotta be kidding me, guys. You gotta be kidding me. Let's see, what are they saying? Permian Basin and the Concho Valley for long-lived supercells with vertical wind profile conducted to very large hail and a couple of tornadoes. He keeps on saying that, but the model that I just looked at push that convection even further south towards like Midland. But the supercells didn't look like they lasted very long. Tristan, go back real quick. No, this is today's risk map right here. It didn't change. This is today's map. This is where everyone's going to be, pretty much from Amarillo to north of Oklahoma City. Somewhere in that enhanced zone is pretty much where a lot of chasers will be, particularly across the northern. Like I was, I can't talk.
A little nervous there?
I lost it. Signaling to you guys across that northern Oklahoma, southern Kansas border there. But what the heck? They just put a marginal up for that 2% up in Minnesota. I can't talk, you guys. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I don't know what happened. I need to go back to speech class or something. Yep, that's today's threat. And the Carolinas. They did take the slide away from the Florida, from Central Florida there, so. Oh, you're good. I know, I've always had a stuttering problem since I was younger. I went to speech for a while. So. Actually, I was in speech for a long time when I was a kid. But it did help me some, but clearly I still have something holding my tongue when I talk sometimes.
What's always me then?
Both of them. Both. Right. I'm also just like trying to make sure you guys have the right information when I do these. And there's a lot of information I want to say, but it's you know, I want to make sure I try to word it as best I can for you guys to understand. I can go into a bunch of soundings and all that other stuff, but I don't have the drawing piece that I could draw on here yet. I have to figure out a program where I can draw for you guys. Like if I pull up a sounding or something, I can show you guys the environment and the winds and the wind barbs and stuff. So you're good. Hurricane season is supposed to be active, very active. But it's always going to be over-prepared when they issue these outlooks in advance, but only time will tell how active it really is. We have very well above average waters in the Gulf of Mexico and in the Atlantic, and if the La Nina that's emerging continues to emerge, it should help to lessen the wind shear across the Atlantic basin, which usually means that there will be more storm activity, better chances for storms to roll off from Africa and come across. The only challenge that I see is how much Sonora dust hangs around the Atlantic basin. Sometimes that could be a problem, that even though you have the right conditions, like at least for storm activity, in terms of, you know, the shear being, you know, calm and the warm waters, you cannot have a lot of Sonora dust, because that'll just kill the thunderstorm development. in the Pacific region, the Eastern Pacific. 30% chance of development in the next 7 days. So we shall see. The Pacific Basin goes on for longer than the Atlantic Basin. But again, with the La Nina emerging, it's supposed to help to suppress hurricane and tropical activity in the Pacific, which usually means in relation there's less monsoonal influence from those hurricanes and tropical systems, which all tie together sometimes for those monsoonal moisture surges, because sometimes the moisture from the remnant tropical storms will either come up into Arizona in the southwest and deliver a bunch of rain, or it'll send a bunch of moisture into the mountains of Mexico, which those will get storms to fire up in the afternoons, and then send outflow boundaries north and come across into Arizona and New Mexico. But I mean, depending on where that high pressure sets up, which right now looks very favorable across southeastern California and across Arizona and in the southern Nevada, New Mexico would be a favored zone. Maybe even Colorado would be a favored zone too. And it also has to depend on moisture coming from the Gulf of Mexico, because we do get moisture sometimes that sneaks in the backside from the Gulf of Mexico. We'll have to see. I know that some long-range models are showing a ridge eventually setting up across, I think it was the southern plains or the Gulf, and pretty much gonna put a lot more heat risk through the early summer months, and then hurricane season could peak towards the later summer. Or at least, maybe not peak, but at least get more active. But we'll have to see how all that pans out.
Certainly will. Coming up on 350 likes already. Let's see if we can hit 400 likes by the time we've been live for an hour. Should start to see cumulus development here probably within the next hour and a half or so. Well, we still have an hour and 15 minutes before we hit Caldwell. We're going to stop and get gas.
Yep, and eventually with more practice of me doing these is good for my voice to be doing these. With you guys doing those discussions, trying to break my habit of my stuttering and learning more effectively on how to share information. Give information that's useful information, but not too much blog, in case we are ever needed on incidents. You know, that's what we learned partially through some of our courses, at least this semester, a lot of how to communicate effectively without overdoing it, if that makes any sense. Give quality information that's to the point without confusing people. That's very hard to do in the weather community, because a lot of people don't know our terms, so we're having to generalize our terms. You guys here have heard me say my terms several times, and I feel like that you guys understand some of those over time from us talking about those terms, but again, learning how to communicate effectively and efficiently is key. One example that we were talking talking about in one of our fire classes was, you know, how do people use, or the briefers, you know, briefing the weather information and that kind of info to firefighters. Firefighters are not going to understand storm relative helicity, and they're not going to understand, you know, quite downbursts, microbursts, and maybe they understand downbursts and microbursts.
But a lot of the really technical
but
stuff.
But the technical information, right? You know, it's just.
And maybe some do, but we were taught to make the assumption that we need to generalize and make it more effective information, and so we're trying to take that concept of being an incident meteorologist on a wildfire scenario to what we're doing here, which is live streaming oftentimes just to the general public who don't have some sort of background, either in like having a degree in meteorology or having been out in the field and doing this for a long time. Because I mean, you know, there's a lot of other chasers who don't necessarily have degrees who would understand this terminology. Obviously, they use the same stuff we do, but just trying to communicate to those who may be new to that type of information. On an unrelated note, real quick, what I was going to mention, Ruth, you're going to like this. I've been doing some research the last couple days. I think I may have figured out a microphone solution that will be further away from the windshield, pointing towards us, so you can hear us more clearly over the wind noise and the hail noise and rain noise and all the other stuff. That still needs a little bit more planning in place, but I think that upgrade is going to get made this weekend. So we just have to roll with the bad mic for a few more chases. And then I believe I found an option that is sold at Best Buy that may work out for us.
One or two terms per stream, and we learned the terminology. Oh my goodness. We could do like a 3-term, and then like after the stream, you know, how you can do the community posts, a quiz.
Oh, good lord, no, don't make it, no more school.
I'm just joking.
No
I'm
more
just
school.
I'm just joking.
I know, but I'm not joking about the no more school part. I've had a lot of people ask me if I'm going to go back and get my master's, if I want to get my PhD. No, I am done with school. No longer interested. Some people want to pursue that further education, and I say more power to them, but for me, I'm good. I was in school for 16 years. I'm not academically minded anyway. It's a wonder I made it as far as I did. Some tiny little cumulus clouds, if you even want to call them that, off to our west-northwest that I have you guys pointed at. But I'm liking this blue sky. Last few chases we've been dealing with cloud cover, like up until right before storms fire or right before they're supposed to fire, and we think that that could be partially what's responsible for inhibiting the storm development that we otherwise would have expected, was the cloud cover lasting longer in the day than we initially expected. So thank you, Ruth. We appreciate that.
Hold on, guys. Oh, never mind. Jeez. Never mind. You're good. Roland, a downburst is pretty much it's a small scale, pretty much column of air that rapidly sinks towards the ground and accelerates during a thunderstorm. Microbursts, you can have two different types of microbursts. You can have a dry microburst, which are very found in like West Texas, for example, New Mexico, Arizona, pretty much in the deserts, where you got rain rain falling from a cloud but evaporating because it's too dry at the surface, and it just causes a rapid downburst of winds that are extremely strong. My house has been hit by microbursts plenty of times, and it actually carried a piece of metal. It was a pretty hefty piece that was holding something down, and it flung it into my parents' house. My dad had to do some repairs because it kind of put a little hole in the side. But microbursts are small, you know, they're usually short-lived, but they can produce winds upwards of 100 miles an hour at the top.
They're most dangerous to aircraft because you got winds being pushed basically. So I mean, when they hit the ground, they fan out, and that's why, like, unless you're standing directly beneath the center of where that burst of wind and sometimes rain and hail is, you know, the winds appear to be moving, you know, right to left or left to right, depending on the direction that you're facing, rather than just straight down. But with aircraft being in the air, obviously, that air is still just being pushed straight down. So there has been many cases where planes have just gotten shoved directly into the ground by those winds coming from up above them.
Right. And same thing goes, I mean, wet microbursts, again, are just, they're pretty much similar. They're just, they're usually accompanied with heavy precipitation at the surface. When it's very moist, all the way down to the surface, you got extremely heavy precipitation. Sometimes you can get wet microbursts. I believe those are very common in, you know, southeast Texas and in the southeast, probably even the Ohio Valley and such areas that are a lot more moisture than, you know, the Southwest, for example, or the Intermountain West, and even the high plains, the northern plains.
That's a part of it, Bill, but just because you have like heavy rain in one spot doesn't necessarily mean it's a microburst.
Right.
There's got to be strong winds involved. Thank you, Mike. If you guys want to get this hat or any other hat with our name on it, available on our merch store, link in the description.
I mean, I hope you guys get to see a dust storm this year, a couple of them. But those are pretty much, I mean, it's just a wall of dust being pushed by outflow from thunderstorms. Which outflow, you guys all, I'm sure, know, is just or if you don't know anyway, it's just pretty much wind being carried out ahead of storms. And in the Southwest, you can it'll pick up. Sometimes those outflow boundaries are 50 miles an hour, and they can pick up all kinds of dust that's around it, especially if it's been extremely dry, and it turns it into a wall of dust. There you go. That's not a bad idea, Heinz. We'll do 2 terms per stream or something like that. You guys learned today, hopefully, microburst and a downburst. Or they're called haboobs, yes.
You gotta wear that shirt one time on stream.
I'm gonna wear it. Don't worry, I'm gonna wear it.
Samantha?
Yeah, pretty much, Linda. It's just a fancy name, essentially, for dust storm. We're not giving y'all homework.
You see the haboob during Hurricane Hillary? No, where we were at, there was way too much rain. There may have been one in Arizona. But no, that was the main story with Hillary, was just the insane amount of rain. We did get some strong winds. I believe we measured a wind gust of 86 miles an hour, maybe it was 84. But that was also terrain influenced, so the main story with that was definitely the rain. Of course there's thunderstorms in PV. It's just gotta wait till we leave. That's the key.
It's raining now?
Well, somebody said thunderstorms today in PV.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the chance. Better chance along the rim. And the further north you go, this time. But PV is usually always a hot spot. I wish I had the climate that PV has. Even though I live 40 minutes from there, it seems like all the monsoon misses me. But it's only because I'm a storm chaser.
It's the chaser curse, I call it. PV, Prescott Valley. That's where we're from. Okay, that's where I'm at in Arizona.
Alright, Laura, you'll if you tune in tomorrow, I'll do derecho. Somebody else says something else, I'll look into that too. I'm trying to make this more interactive with you guys, but if you guys can learn, it's even better. You ain't very fond of that.
I don't like the concept of learning anymore. I've been learning for the past 16 years. I just want to work. But I mean, Doug's catchphrase is never stop learning, so I just don't fit in with the smart crowd. I'm not good with school. I never really was. Two miles to go, folks. Yeah, we saw that, Rob. Didn't quite hit that 400 likes, but we got close. So let's keep those likes going. Numbers are starting to tank a little bit. Mac, thank you for the super chat. Starting off the super chat train today.
Mom, good to see you in here.
Hey, welcome in, Vale. There we go. I was wondering why that was so dark. Hey, Candy Apple, good to see you. There was not. In fact, storm chasing, at least generally by the faculty, was advised against. Although we did have a couple professors who sort of personally supported what we were doing, but university rules was kind of like discourage it pretty much. As far as like learning the ropes of like working with road networks and the camera stuff and all the physical aspects to chasing besides just the forecasting, we pretty much had to learn that ourselves coming out here just with experience. But I mean that's almost everybody's in the same boat. I don't really think there's any schools that have like entire semesters just dedicated to learning how to storm chase. Thank you, Christine. Much appreciated. Thank you guys for 400 likes. Like I said, we're trying to hit at least 1,000 with this stream today. No worries, Betty. Thank you for being here as always. Hope work is going well. Carlitos, thank you for the super chat. How to set up your 4Runner. Yeah, you know, for a while I had always said that I was going to make a YouTube series kind of like documenting all the different modifications that I've made to this thing to turn it into a storm chasing vehicle, because when I first set out to do it, I was trying to look online and there's really no tutorial on how to do it. But now I don't really, now that it's like more than just a hobby, I don't want to give away any like secrets. I mean, if people like will approach me personally and ask me how I did something, I'll explain it to them, but I don't want to just publicize the information to have everyone copy it. So that makes sense now why I wasn't able to find anything in my search. Updating in a few minutes. Yeah, it'll update in a few minutes. Yeah, sorry, because we're going to be in Kansas here in about 40 miles. So definitely not more anymore. Brian, welcome in. Hey Joe, good to see you too.
They just put a new watch. Not for us though.
Okay.
It's pretty much, it's ironic. I mean, it has to be bigger than this. That would just be iconic. It's just across these counties.
Yeah.
Oh, there though. It's the whole Texas Panhandle.
The entire Texas Panhandle is now under severe watch. What are the probabilities?
Until 10 o'clock. The wind is 60-50.
Okay.
Hail 50-30. Tornado 10-2. Florida severe watch was then allowed to expire. It was tornado watch. This is late last night.
Yeah, the camera should be clear. Here's our camera, although it's vibrating quite a bit today. I'm not really sure what happened to the mount, but this is front cam, or face cam. This is the front cam. Roof cam's looking clear as far as I can tell. So is the rear camera. When we get into a lot of rain, that rear camera is going to fog up, unfortunately, but
This area looks a lot differently when there's storms.
oh boy. What, for the yawning? Here's one thing about me, I'm always tired. Just ask Gary, he'll ask me, oh, you seem tired. I'll be like, always. But I can function perfectly well. So, that's all that matters. Could be, Shannon. Unfortunately, no chip bag. It's just water. I had a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A today. That was my meal of the day, I think. Well, I'm sure I'll grab something tonight. I got a long drive ahead of us tonight. Probably be driving till 2-3 a.m. and then stopping for a few hours of sleep. But depending on where we have to make it to Texas, it's definitely going to be a car camping scenario. Unfortunately, I cannot. I have to drive. Sounds of SRM. Chip bag, DL crushing a water bottle, DL giggle, bacon rain. Hell no. Bacon rain, that sounds delicious. can see me out there catching bacon too. Oh boy. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Why? I don't. What the hell? I don't understand.
Maybe titles more tricky up.
Towards 500 likes. Skies are looking beautiful. Hopefully they'll be looking severe for us here in a couple hours. Curious what the latest run shows in terms of when that storm is supposed to fire. We don't have a 19Z yet. Awesome.
It's been pretty consistent all morning, so I've yet to think that it would change.
She is. Miles till we're in Kansas. We're going to be pretty much right on the border of Kansas, Oklahoma here.
Yeah. Shows it firing at 5.
Shows it firing at 5. Is that the 18Z?
No.
19Z.
But again, it's not going to...
Right, no, I know. I am aware. 19Z is fully loaded. Nice. The southwest of Caldwell. And I hope that location's right, because if that's the case, then we're headed to a good area.
Between 6 and 7 and change direction.
Huh? Oh, between, okay, alright. Dairy Queen. Still have not gotten that sandwich I've been craving for like the last 2 months. I had like this chicken fried steak sandwich on the day, one of the days that we had a really good stream down in Texas. And I have just been chasing that high. Can't get it back. Cover is definitely increasing. Could have beginning of storm development within this area, off to your left here where you're looking at, within the next hour, if the 19Z is correct. That's awesome. Welcome in, Robinson family. Just making our way up to Caldwell, Kansas, or at least that general area. That's just what I have in my navigation. We were going to head to Eden originally, but then saw that we needed to go further north. 26 more miles till we hit Kansas. And we'll be chilling in far southern Kansas. Respond to the poll in the chat as well. Let us know, do you think we will see a tornado today? He thinks he's running around, he's falling asleep. That's awesome. Robinson family has their baby watching the stream. It's having like the car effect on him. 3 weeks old, wow. That's like infant. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Just over half an hour away from our destination now. The clouds are marching in, yes. Thank you for the super chat, Joe, in honor of SRM's youngest fan. Hopefully we'll hit another one before we get to where we're going. I'm sure there's going to be a gas station in Caldwell. I just figured the stuff off the freeway might be a little bit cheaper. Oh no, we completely get it. No pressure to become a member if you have a family to take care of. That definitely takes financial priority. We just appreciate you being here. Having a little bit of a tailwind too for this drive. I think it's made for a little bit better MPG. We're getting almost 16 as opposed to the 13 to 14 that we're used to. Cannot wait to get a smaller set of tires on this thing for the next round. It's not going to look as cool. The car's going to sit a little bit lower. It may look a little disproportional. Huh?
It ain't going to be for a while.
Not necessarily. We're already halfway through the life of these things. That's just how much we drive. They only last 50,000 miles or so. We've already done 27,000 on them. Probably by about hurricane season, we'll have killed these tires off completely, and we'll get a new set. So we'll have to make a trip probably back to Arizona, visit our sponsor, Prescott Tire Pros. Be nice to visit them anyway.
Watch issuance.
You got MD now? You said watch issue. Watch issuance. There we go. Watch issuance 80%, right? Okay. Mesoscale discussion has been released, folks. Statement headed into Oklahoma City. Basically, just looks like a glorified rain shower. But there is stuff back here now, which makes sense.
Is it from the storm?
Huh?
From the storm?
Barely.
Oh, I mean, it's got lightning in it. I think the top's at 38,000 feet.
38,000? That must be a skinny little storm.
Oh, and it heard you. Now the DBC is 62.
Oh, shoot. A little storm exploding to our south where we just came from. Back behind us, way back there, you guys can see. Show off the rear cam there for a moment.
You should take them to see, or we should venture if we ever get the Great Salt Plains here.
Great Salt Plains? Where's that? Today you want to go over there?
No, I'm just saying. There's also sand dunes here.
Yeah, I knew about the dunes. Maybe taking a trip to Flagstaff. What's going on in Flagstaff? Flagstaff.
Thunderstorms. That's going to be a super thunderstorm watch.
Or warning, you mean?
No. Whenever this watch gets issued.
Oh, our
It won't be a
area.
tornado watch.
Okay. Severe thunderstorm watch to be issued soon, probably within the next hour.
I mean, dew points where we are, that's a 64, that's a 63. It's not terrible.
Huh? Exchange of side hustle with the husband. Gotcha. Copy that. Fair enough. Hey, what's up, Kay? Any spinning out there? Not so far. Not where we're at. the largest gap in ages that I know is my cousin. He's 13 years younger than his older brother. That's the largest gap that I have known anybody to have. The gap between my brother and I is only 4.5 years. A little more, almost 5 years. That's sweet. That's good that they help out. Too hot for a nadir. We're at 82 degrees right now, but you want warmer temperatures. If it was too cold out here, then wouldn't be able to get the heating that you need, among other issues. Exit is in a mile. Oh, I see. So we're going to cross into Kansas, not on 35. Roland said Earth to Garrett. He's just busy looking at stuff.
I was looking at radar. I know Chad was looking at me.
Oh, they're not looking at you. They just hadn't heard you in a while. I don't think we're going to hit a Loves now, so I'll just stop at the Conoco. The Conoco, I don't know how to say it properly, but stop there and get gas.
No, he said he's asking what radar looks like.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I think that storm is fading. Yeah, it's fading as it's going to Oklahoma City.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm gonna take it, so don't worry about the angle.
Okay. BRB, folks. I'm gonna go get gas, pop inside for a sec.
Do we have Nap Man with us today?
We do.
I'm always around.
It smells wonderful out here.
Who's your favorite, huh? Oh my gosh.
You done with that drink?
Yeah, I'm done. 1%. Do not die. Throw you on the other phone.
I was gonna say you can't charge it and do radar, so.
Oh. Oh, this is a little annoying. I thought this thing on the Starlink? No, it's not. Sure, you can join my hotspot. Okay, let's see. I have to accommodate because the iPad's almost dead. But anyway, coming out of that same storm coming out of Texas, or coming into Texas from New Mexico, is dropping ping pongs in 60. It is heading in the southeast direction. And we do have storms that are starting to get going now all across Texas, south of Amarillo and north of Lubbock, pretty much in that zone. We do not have any storms yet. It does not look like. No, we do not have any storms at the moment. But in this light orange circle, in here, that is a watch issuance likely. Yeah, watch likely 80%. It'll probably will be issued here in the next 30 minutes, if not even less than that now. But I mean, I'll take you guys through the latest run. It's 4:15. Let's see. Our storm is supposed to start by, or it's modeled to be started by 5. How do I do it on the phone? Hello. Oh, I have to go right there. Oh, I guess I could show you guys this too, because this is the new run yet. See, 5 o'clock, it's getting started. It shows up here within the hour. So we're trying to head here. And then, yeah, see how that explodes? Across far southern Kansas. The location of this will vary a little bit. Whether it's going to be on the Oklahoma side or is it going to be on the Kansas side, it's going to be real close. But then you notice that, one, you could possibly see a split here and here, the main supercell being on the right. And 2, it starts off like that and it does that. It's going to follow differential heating boundaries, so it's going to be changing directions. Eventually the storm should be heading southeast by this point. Yeah. So it'll be eventually going east, and then it'll go southeast along a differential heating boundary. So it'll be but I mean, it's trying to develop multiple supercells now, not just that one.
Are we still in a good spot for him?
Oh yeah. I'm just saying that eventually it develops more than just one.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, don't switch them in.
I was just doing it real quick while you find what you're looking for.
And the sig tor is not too high. So if we see a tornado, it probably won't be a significant tornado.
Well, that's alright.
But yeah, right along that boundary, you see that the supercell composite starts off high along the Kansas-Oklahoma border, and then it differentiates south. Yeah, everyone's spilling in here now. Let's see, what does...
What's up, Wes?
Let me see where I... Oh, there it is. Notice that switch that it does. It goes east and then it drops southeast, but look at that objective velocity swatch. Yeah.
Oh.
That's quite a helicity swath there. That pretty much just lets you know that the storm is rotating. Usually when you get values this high, means you've got a pretty intense rotating thunderstorm hanging around. So, see that track goes about 100 miles or so. That's a good sign for us anyway that helicity swath has increased a decent amount.
Wes is just gonna try and get you to say something on stream.
Yeah, you're probably your text message.
What text message?
I cannot distinguish nothing.
Can I switch it back to a camera, or are you still doing stuff?
Sure. You have to explain the Garfield and Dale.
That's my roommate, and that's just our nicknames, I guess. My name's DL, but every time I introduce myself as DL, people think I'm saying Dale. That's why I just started to introduce myself as Dwayne, because apparently nobody understands it when I say DL. Oh, I need to restart it. Okay, apparently we'll get to Caldwell at 5:30 instead of 4:30 because these guys are going 10 miles an hour in front of us.
Hopefully not. That storm actually developed early.
Is it already there?
No, it's supposed to be there. It's supposed to be blown up around 5, and then it's supposed to be already by Arkansas City at 6. If you look at the latest 20 that I was showing them.
Okay, well, we at least need to get to South Haven so we have an east option. Might just stop in South Haven.
Yeah, apparently I've been called like 5 names. Or, no, more like 35 names.
There you go. I was going to say more than 5.
I've been called Garfield, Lasagna. Yeah, my tooth. Lasagna, Walter.
Welcome to Kansas.
Feels nice to be somewhere else besides Texas today.
Well, we were in Oklahoma.
But we're chasing today.
Okay. Yeah, I've lost service too. Can't load anything.
I have full bars.
Yeah, so do I. I still can't. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I still can't
Yep,
load anything.
Garnett's.
Lasagna is a part of the Garfield thing. Gart, Grat.
Graph.
Yeah, Graf. Napman, yeah, that's one you guys gave him. Boxman, that's another one. We're looking west. Our development's probably going to be over there, and we're just going to have to follow it
You
east.
called me Lasagna. You started with that one.
Yeah, you did. Slim Shady, Slim Sleepy.
Graph. Granite?
Granite. Gas snort. We will see what we can get ourselves into storm-wise. If that model proves to be correct, it could be a fun day.
I would think that'd be pretty disappointing that everything shows a storm here
And it doesn't go
for the
here.
last 2 days. Oh, Gary, yeah.
Call me Dill. Yeah, my roommate calls me Dwan. D-W-A-N.
Dwayne!
Yeah, and she never wants anything, but she'll just be like, Dwayne, like 10 million times a day. Doesn't actually need anything, though. Deal? Yeah, that's another thing that people often assume.
Garnetta?
Gwen. No, don't give Ruth any ideas. She's going to start calling you Gwen now.
Me? That's your name.
I will know. Dwayne is my name, but you just put a G in front of it. Why are we going 45 into 65?
Granny? Dewan.
Yeah, I'm sure glad we don't have to run from a tornado right now. Dwayne. That's the pronunciation. If we weren't coming into a town, I'd blow by both these people, but... I can hear it. It's like ringing in my ears. You guys are looking forward to seeing some storms later, and by later I mean hopefully soon. Make sure you're smashing that like button and that subscribe button. Horse. Thank you guys for 500 likes, by the way. Halfway to our like goal for the stream. Oh, we had someone unlike the stream. It went down, not up.
Doan.
Got a line of cars behind us now, too, because these guys are going so slow. Do, 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 do.
Nia, huh?
What?
My phone pronounces your name as Nia. Your name is Nia.
Yeah, because it doesn't account for the emojis.
I mean, you see the base. You kind of see some
You
base.
smashed it so hard you cracked your phone. Thank you. That's the type of effort we need. Yeah, we had Chick-fil-A actually.
Hey, there's a free chicken sandwich on the app, by the way, for you. So, you probably already take advantage of it, though.
Yes, I'm pretty sure she knows. Let's get out of town a couple miles here, and we'll probably just sit and wait unless we're meeting up. Sounds like he's having stream issues. So he might be a bit occupied. Hey, what's up, K-pop? What is going on? Give me a moment while I get turned around here.
I think you're on the wrong way.
I'm on the wrong way.
The road goes this way.
I know it does. I'm backing up.
Huh?
It's not a one-way street. They would have told me that. There we go. We have gotten to our target, and now we wait. Got about 30 new subs so far this stream. If you are a new subscriber, welcome.
Jojo, thank you for the super chat.
Much appreciated, thank you. We are happy to do it. No, not really off-road, just trying to back out of the way of this road, although by the looks of it, I don't think many people use it.
Oh, you sitting here waiting?
Yeah. Gary, where are you from?
They're gonna all be directed at me.
Actually, we'll head all the way into Caldwell. Sorry.
I'm from Arizona.
Nailed that camera spin once again. I am getting good at this. These clouds just need one of these bases to solidify and cumulus to take off up above. It'll happen. We have a nice east option to follow these things too. Just eventually, if they start to curve southeast, we'll have to get a little bit creative. But it should be a better network, or a better road network than we're otherwise used to dealing with. Told you you'd laugh. It should get issued here shortly.
Same thing as my severe thunder Supercell.
What is your favorite food? They want to know. Or Wes wants to know.
It can't be homemade.
Dwayne, what's your favorite brand of fried chicken? Favorite brand of fried chicken? Oh man. Okay. Oh no, that's a dog. Probably Popeyes. Well, you know that. Or my dad's homemade. No. Or excuse me, it's got to be Colonel. No. Nope. KFC is mid. I'll eat there, but it's not great. Popeyes is way better, in my opinion.
Nothing I can eat that's like I can have like a month straight and not get tired. Like eat with chicken, you can eat chicken for the rest of your life and be satisfied.
Absolutely, I could. Chicken is amazing. I do like Buffalo Wild Wings, though my last experience was rather disappointing. The potato wedges, bomb. Some of the best potato wedges I've ever had. Chicken, dry. Did not taste like much of anything. Waste of Jaden's money. Going to be the start. That's true. I just don't like. I don't like playing that game because I feel like the sketchy looking places. I mean, like you get an undercooked burger, and that's all right. You can eat beef raw. That might upset your stomach. But you can eat beef undercooked. Undercooked chicken means food poisoning. So, sounds good, Barmac. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's a good point too. Yeah, I definitely oh, that scared me. I was on the wrong camera. I was like, why isn't the controller working?
We have a new one now.
New what? Oh, right. Popeyes or Pope, yes.
Of course it did that.
Just skipped over Paul then.
Well, I can see how we're reiterated right here.
Yeah.
Our Taco Bell here is cross-contaminated. No thanks.
Yeah,
cross-contamination, that's...
I don't even like taco smell. I'll pass on that. Cumulus to our south, I see it developing. Yeah, I saw a commercial for that the other day. I might be willing to try that just because it's so cheap. But normally I kind of avoid Pizza Hut a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of Pizza Hut. so you can see over the trees.
Chalupas rule? No. You know what rules is the bean and cheese burritos. Because that's pretty simple. It's just beans and cheese with red sauce.
They put sauce in those things? It's news to me. Okay, I guess I could have gotten gas here.
Okay, what are you doing?
I found a spot to stop where I can actually see something.
Oh, you probably have to go just outside of town.
Gotcha. Too far south. I was hoping I'd have a.
Yeah, no Whataburger. Oh, there's no Whataburgers in Wisconsin.
How sad. Here, I'll flip around and go back to that spot that we passed just before I went into town here. There was a dirt road I could go sit out on. Turn around. Cumulus clouds developing. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to fix that god-awful scraping. Why are you so bright? Brighten down a little bit. That could be any of these. I mean, this could be it developing to our south. It could be all this darker stuff to the east, or the west.
We may not have them because I don't know if we have them. Do we have them?
The stream? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know on the Wi-Fi.
I was going to say Verizon or AT&T may not have coverage here, but Starlink should be just fine. Turn a little bit this way. Point you guys behind. You guys can see that right there. What does our satellite look like? Nothing really. Not yet, anyway. Are they trying to talk to us?
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay. Are you with Reed?
We know him, but no, we're not. We're not
Oh,
directly
it's
with him.
different.
Yeah, we're out here running our own thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You expected something through here?
Yeah, a lot of the forecast models have been showing the storms forming around this area and then progressing east. So we're just kind of waiting for stuff to get going.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I didn't know if this was like their driveway or what.
That's what I was trying to find out.
Also, a little bit up this direction. You guys can't really see it back there, but there's some towering cumulus going on in that direction. Fortunately, west out of Caldwell, there really isn't much. I mean, we could go on one of these dirt roads out here and try and get a better look, probably. I may do that. Face out to the west, get out of town a mile or two, but I don't want to go too far because if something blows up to the east and we have to run and go catch it. Where's my navigation? Let's just go to this intersection right here. Thank you guys for continuing to smash that like and subscribe button. We should have storm initiation here shortly, folks. get a little bit past all these trees in town here.
Nice tank.
Oh, hold up. There's a tank right there. And we just destroyed the suspension of this truck.
Surprised they don't have a highway down here. Tops may be picking up on something near Alva.
Okay.
About 60 miles to our west.
60? Okay. In that case, we may have to go south to find a road option. My shoulder's cramping up again. Clear of a view out here like I thought there was going to be, but looks like we found the tree portion of Kansas. Here's a nice clearing. I'd say it'd be a beautiful shot if we could get a storm off of, I want to see. Thing's stuck on something up there. Damn, this camera.
What's wrong up there? Oh.
Can you try turning it right? Okay.
Uber, good to see you.
Oops. Button. There we go. Towering cumulus overhead. Same thing could be going on directly above
That
us.
could be it right there, actually. Yeah. That's the tallest cumulus that's around.
I believe that's this. No, never mind.
We have weakening. Our sin is weakening. Oh, wait, you have them up on the camera.
Yeah, we have another camera up there for that exact purpose.
Yeah. Let's try and develop something near Pond Creek.
Is that what this is? Or is that the model doing that?
It's a model doing that. Pond Creek, that storm that tries to form is almost... But then it blows up right here.
Pond Creek and then it explodes by 6. Okay. Yeah, this very well could be the beginning of that right here. Because this would be just north of Pond Creek, I think.
Alright, hold on, let me do that first.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, so he's still there south.
Yeah, pretty much right in line with this thing where it's going to cross.
This is our boomer, yes.
We found it, folks. So there is something right here too, but this looks a little bit...
Where? Oh, this thing? Are you pointing at that?
Directly above us almost. Right here, look, right, literally right
I'm
here.
pointing at it right here.
Okay, yeah. That.
I'm pointing at this.
Yeah, the cumulus right there.
I mean, that's already organized.
I was saying this looks better. I was just saying something exists right here. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on, let me come over there.
Actually, wait a minute. What's this directly in front of us too?
No, I thought you were talking about this.
I am talking about this.
Oh, yeah, that.
But you see directly in front of us too?
Yeah.
Could potentially have 2 here, guys.
I love that.
Right there, and then we're gonna get a better view of this one as it...
We could have something there too, eventually. But this already got... I mean, that does too, whatever that is.
I just can't see how tall that goes because this
You can,
low
you're
cloud.
starting to see it peek out.
Uh-huh.
I'm behind.
Yeah. But yeah, this one definitely is the best looking one. Right off to the left, right there. What you gotta do? I'm gonna meet up with him. Huh?
We have to move?
Huh?
We have to move?
Okay, I mean, we don't have to go meet up with them. He sent me his location.
I say give me a minute. I gotta go.
That's what I said. Dude,
Oh.
I said, good, then we'll leave. Man, he's slow sometimes. Roland, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Much appreciated. Karina, Aponia, Improper Unit, Singing, and Scarlet. Welcome to StormRunner Media membership. I believe those are all new. I don't recognize any returning. We're going to move south and pretty much get right in line with this thing, I think, here in just a few minutes.
And for number 2. Well, actually, not even. I'm just gonna take a piece. That's because these cookies are good.
Now we're going to meet up with him in a minute here, Bill. Or 10 minutes, actually. Why did my ETA go from 8 to 10? What the hell happened?
Are you on Waze?
Nope. Yeah, so do we, Helvetica. Hopefully we do see something. Doing alright, Tracy. How are you? Ouch.
Side of that camera, you guys can see an updraft too back there behind us.
It's kind of being covered by lower clouds, but there is a nice updraft back there. Oh, that. Oh, okay. Back there and make sure all those screws are tightened for all the brackets back there holding that thing on, because last last thing I want is that thing falling off. Sorry, I was distracted by a mosquito, missed my turn.
Is that what that was?
I think so. Looked like a big mosquito.
He didn't get me, but he landed on me. He brushed on me for a second.
Clear, yep. Yeah, one of the mods can get it to you, Raymond. Just with the Discord command.
An echo top. That was right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's picking up 30,000.
Which storm is that? Can you tell?
It's not a storm yet.
Well, you know what I mean. Which
The one that we were looking at, not the one that's closer to us, the one that was from the back. The one that's closer to us is 22. Oh wait, never mind. Update just now. Never mind. This thing is 27,000.
Okay.
Right here, this guy. And then the one behind us, yeah, that one is showing 27. So same, they're both the same.
Gotcha. Yeah, I believe you need to be on PC to do a lot of the membership options. iOS, YouTube's app for iOS is very limited. Even Android has more features. Paul, thank you for being a member for 15 months. Much appreciated.
Welcome to Oklahoma.
And that is how close we are to the border, but we are actually going to get a better view out here, so.
Yeah, it got real cloudy fast. I think I see a precip back there, but I can't tell that's just precip or that's sun rays being clouded by by the sun. That way back one.
There might be precip starting to fall out of that, but yeah, I think that might mostly just be sun rays. I don't see a car. Did he leave? Never mind, I see him.
Did you give him the siren? Oh, we're not cool. Like, we can't do that to your cousin. Just run right into him. Oh, you can park in the grass.
Huh?
Just park in the grass.
You want me to block the whole road? You have to spray.
Oh, yeah.
I got mine plugged into that battery.
Okay, great.
Should.
Okay, yeah, you would think so, but Sorry guys, we're just out here hanging out talking with Connor here. But we're thinking that this cell right here is going to be the one to do it. Or they're all going to merge, which honestly might even be a better scenario for us. So, but yeah, I got you guys pointed in a good spot. We're sitting in a good spot. So we're just out here hanging out, waiting for stuff. So thank you guys for your patience. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show, watching these storms mature. And yeah, that's about it. guys, I'm gonna move the camera for y'all a little bit. So we're just sitting here waiting with Connor and Ben. That's them in front of us there. So we've all kind of grouped around his vehicle, unfortunately, which means we don't have the ability to really talk to you guys from there, but if we sit here much longer, I may just switch it to the other app so I can bring you guys out with us. But we'll see. Just appreciate your guys' patience. We'll probably get moving here shortly. Sort of have an updraft view, guys. I'm going to see how far I can tilt you up here. There we go. Again, if you're just joining in, we're sitting here with Connor and Ben, waiting to make our next move. Bases are starting to look better too, y'all. It's happening, and we're right here to watch the entire evolution of this thing, hopefully. Beautiful storm in progress, it looks like. Thank you guys for your continued patience. We're just kind of sitting here waiting. We've gotten here early, which is what we needed to do, so. Hopefully, just had a bug on my back. I just killed. Gotta love that. It's looking pretty dark out here now, though, guys. Very dark. I'll go kind of like that, so you guys can get a look at the bases, but also see where we're at. Switching back over to this camera. Things are looking pretty dark. Our echo tops are expanding here. I am that tall. I'm 6'5". Yeah, it's looking good there. I'll leave you guys pointed. Well, let me grab. Go like that. Waiting to see what all these things are going to do. They're still not dropping precipitation, so we're crossing our fingers that they could be LP, meaning low precipitation. That would make the chase a lot more fun. Alrighty, this base off over here is our area of focus right now, we think. There is a storm directly to our north. Everything is starting to pop up on radar slowly. I think we just got another radar right there. Here we go. That's a good view. It gives you guys a nice panoramic view, and you can see us down there in the bottom corner as well. We're going to get moving here eventually, y'all, but thank you guys for your continued patience, for your support. If you haven't already, please smash that like button. Our goal for today is 1,000 likes. And if you're new to the channel, we'd love to have you subscribe. Alright guys, these things are getting closer and radar's blowing up. I'm actually going to switch and show you guys real quick what we're dealing with here. That is what we're looking at. Stuff is blowing up to our north and to our west. Stuff's kind of moving northeast right now. We expect stuff to turn right, and we'll probably be able to intercept these, maybe Wellington, Arkansas City, Winfield, stuff like that. You can tell on the map right there, road options, we are completely fine. Back to live. I'm going to leave you guys on that camera for a minute because it makes things look a little bit darker, which is cool. Say 3:30, no way. If you haven't already, please continue to smash that like button. We would really appreciate it.
My turn!
You guys aren't liking the fact that we're talking to them? We could take you guys with us, I think. Hey guys. No, you guys, we have a really good view here. I don't know